Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us this morning. We are back at the Texas Masters 2022 GT Invitational. It's early.
It's day two. We're tired. We've been up way too early preparing for today. I'm Jeff, here with Steven today. And our players are actually setting up right now. They're raring to go, even though round hasn't started yet. So that means we have to be ready to go. Because we got an exciting match for you today.
Yeah, let's just jump right into it since the players are already kind of going. We have OBR versus Ironjawz.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. We got Benjamin Richardson using Petrifex Elite, which their main thing is they worsen the ring characteristic by 1 for everything.
Everything, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a couple of casters. His general, the Bone Shaper, I believe, is his big caster that casts. No. This is the actual Bone Shaper. So this guy's just going to be walking around, healing units.
Just being annoying, doing
I'm pretty sure he's there to kind of cast the endless spells.
Yeah, he's your standard undead caster. Like, he's going to do things. Endless spells, are pretty going to be
Cogs, Shrieker, and the Purple Sun.
Yeah, Purple Sun, that's been real popular here today. Almost as popular as Kronspine.
Kronspine, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, he does have that Godbone armor. First wound allocated to the bearer, each phase is negated. He's a little bit tanky. He's increasing his wounds, and he is ignoring the first wound allocated to him every turn.
Which is pretty good. Like, I've done that with some of my other armies before in the past, and you don't think it's so much, but 1 damage each phase adds up a lot, and that also includes miscast, too. So that's going to be huge. Yes, we are Steve and Jeff. We're going to go ahead and look overlay. So the other things on there, the Drain Vitality spell, it's cast on an enemy unit, and it forces them to reroll saves of 6 and hit rolls of 6. So it's both a offensive and defensive spell all at the same time. It's really good. See the artifact. We already went over the Godbane armor, which is plus 2 wounds to the general. The Soul Reservoir. It's really cool. You get plus 2 to cast, but if you roll a unmodified 10, you can't use it the rest of the game.
Yeah, and that's on his other hero, which is the Soul Mason.
Yeah.
Who exists to cast Soul Guide, which just gives it reroll to hit of 1 for a OBR unit wholly within 24. But the thing is, since he has Mortek Throne, he can, every time he at the end of sorry everybody. At the end of the hero phase, he rolls a dice. On a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 to 5, he can cast Soul Guide again on another unit, and on a 6, he can cast it D3 more times. So he has 3 big units of Mortek Guard. So he ideally wants to get this on 1 or more units of Mortek Guard or his Mortek Crawlers a turn.
Yeah, well, so we're going to get to the Mortek Crawlers here in a little bit, but one thing I do want to call out, though, about that Soul Reservoir, it's only on casting rolls and not unbinding or dispel rolls, so Marco's not going to be as hindered by that as you would think, so it's going to be interesting to see.
He also does have Arcane Command, which just gives him D3 more Relentless Discipline points, which is kind of OBR's kind of special command point.
Yeah, they don't use their command points. They generate these points. It's like... Yeah,
honestly, he probably won't be casting that a whole bunch since he wants to cast that Soul Guide.
Yeah, the RDPH is there to fill in because it's a wizard, so he has to fill it in somehow.
Yeah, so
now we should probably talk about those crawlers, huh?
Yeah, other than that, he's got 60 more Tech Guard and 2 crawlers.
Yeah, those crawlers. So those crawlers are, for those not familiar, are giant Catapults, yes. And they will yeet things at models and absolutely put in some work there for him. And he needs them to put in work because Marco is playing Ironjawz.
Yeah.
And we'll look at that here in just 1 second.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing how this OBR list does, though.
Yeah, I am too. Like, we don't get to see OBR at this type of level of event very often. And here we go. Here is Marco's list.
No Maw Crusher.
No Maw Crusher. That's the big thing.
Yeah, he's got his leader, the Mega Boss, who has Mega Bossy.
Yeah.
He can issue Mighty Destroyer's command ability more than one time.
Yeah, that's pretty good, pretty good. A hallmark of the Ironjawz army, and pre the most recent book, they could do that multiple times. It's kind of going back to the heyday of them.
Yep, and obviously he has Destroyer. Everybody takes Destroyer on their, their Ironjawz leader.
Plus 3 damage at the start of command phase, choose it, plus 3 damage for that phase on a weapon. That's really good, especially for on a Mega Boss that gets more attacks and more things he kills throughout the game.
Yep, he also has 3 Auric War Chanters. 2 of them are basically the same with Get Him Beat. He just wants to get get that 3d6 charge.
You can say he wants to get him beat.
Yeah, he wants to get him beat. He wants to get that 3d6 charge on some of his Gore Gruntas. And that last War Chanter does have an Arcane Tome. It took an additional artifact to give him a wizard. He has the Kill a Beat, so that's +1 damage.
Yeah.
One of your War Chanters has to have
Kill a Beat is, I believe, +1 to hit. The generic Blood Frenzy is just +1 damage.
Kill a Beat is +1 to hit. You're right. And he also has as his spell the Hand of Gork for the teleport.
Yeah, Hand of Gork, teleport. What more do you want in an Orc list?
It's so much utility.
And I love his units. We're looking at Brutes and Arboys, folks. Sorry, there are some Gore Gruntas because it is Marco and he loves his Gore Gruntas.
There's some Gore Grunters. There's 12. 12 Gore Grunters.
Yeah,
there's a unit of 6 and 2 units of 3.
I also like to call out Rippa's Snarlfangs. I'm pretty sure that's the Underworld's.
That is the Underworld's
unit. Like,
and most people when they have points left over, they take endless spells. Not Marco. He took Rippa's. And they don't do a whole lot. They hit okay. They do have a 6-inch pylon though. Which is
that 6-inch pylon, like, and we've been seeing how strong a 6-inch pylon can be all weekend, from Korn to Daughters to Nurgle. I don't know. No, not Nurgle. Nurgle don't go fast.
Yeah, he's got 20 brutes. 5 Ardboys just to fill out his battle line requirements, and then all those Gore Grunters. So this is going to be a choppy list. He's got those brutes kind of be the anvil. Yeah. With those Gore Grunters kind of running around being the hammer. Yeah, and we got to look at this. So the Ardboys, they have a special thing on their War Scroll. On a 4+ they rally. Yeah. So he has a better chance of trying to get them and refill them. I don't think it'll make too much difference in this matchup. If those 5 Ardboys go into anything and fight anything, they're all going to die anyway. I can imagine with Hold the Line, he's probably might be trying to hold one back just so he can get his grand strategy, and that's where we might see it. Those Ardboys are going to be at the back of the board the entire game, just kind of sitting on one of those back objectives. Yeah, but he does have to get up the table against those Mortek crawlers. So he's got the means. He's got Gore Grunters and brutes. He doesn't really need anything else. He's just got to get up there. He's got to hit hard. He's got to hit fast. Iron Suns, they originally got their -1 hit, but no more. So he's going to be just having to do the Orc thing and just run and hopefully not dice shooting. Yeah. Let's head over to the table because our players are actually, like we said, already setting up. So let's go see what they're up to. Oh, here we go, deployment. We do have some new terrain for you guys today. Yeah. And you can see right now on the dice cam, Forcing the Hand is going to be the battle for today. You can see it's a half table deployment with 6 objectives. Standard hold 1, hold 2, hold more. You choose, so it's going to be limited. We have Vital Ground. After armies have been set up, but before first player determination, each player picks one of their objectives wholly within the territory to be the Vital Ground. That is now a prime objective, so it cannot be removed. So, which is really cool because you see the deployment and then you see what you want to keep as your Vital. Yeah, probably going to be the one those Ardboys are sitting on. Probably going to be the one that, Yeah, I'm looking at I'm trying to see. I was like, those little dudes said, no, those are Mortek. That's a lot of Mortek there. It's basically exactly kind of what we thought it was going to be. Yeah. He has Mortek sitting on each point. They're likely going to just kind of hang out there. This is one of those battle plans where you can just kind of sit on your own objectives, kind of score points, chuck putrid rocks with your crawlers at them, stuff like that. Yeah. And I imagine, I don't think our OBR player is done deploying yet, but I can imagine he's going to try to, either after his first movement or at some point try to deploy to prevent that Great Green Hand from putting a unit of brutes in his back line. Oh, yeah, of course. But yeah, it looks like we're still setting up here. We got those. That is a lot of Gore Gruntas. Yeah, I wonder if these Gore Grunters here are already deployed. Yeah. Let's see. What are the deployment rolls here? More than 9 from the enemy's territory, so I doubt they're deployed yet. I think right now,
what they're doing. They're deploying, and they're just kind of seeing ranges for deployment. And I think that's what all this measuring and sticks are about right now. Just trying to give their opponent the best idea.
Yeah. While the players are finishing deploying here, if you're just joining us, we're the Austin Weird Knobs, streaming Texas Masters GT 2022 GT Invitational. If you like what you're doing, give us a follow here on Twitch. Also hit us up on YouTube, where all the VODs go after we're done. Hit us up on Twitter at Weird Knobs. We're gonna be posting some more announcements. We usually chat. Feel free to hit us up in the Twitch chat. Let us know where you're from, what you're playing, etc.
Yeah, and feel free to also go to weirdknobs.com. We have some new player friendly supplements, like cheat sheets with like standard turn things, common rules, battle tactics, things like that, and a really nice score sheet. So when you're playing at home, you can kind of keep track of things a little bit easier and help you ease into the game. We also have a link to our Discord at the bottom of our page, where you can join us there and shoot the breeze with us. And we also play a lot of TTS games, tabletop sims. So if you're interested in that, you can pop in and maybe try to schedule something there, get some practice in. But yeah, pretty much. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
This is the fourth round of the event. This is not actually our top bracket. This is just a matchup that we thought was going to be interesting. And the next round will be the finals. Yes.
Because it looks like a lot of the people who are in the top brackets are actually a couple. It's both, right now it's going to be Tom and James West, whom you've seen on stream already. So we don't want to have to stream them like 4 times this weekend. I believe these players are 2-1. So not top bracket, but pretty close. Right now, I think our players are just kind of talking out what each other has, who has what. Just standard start of game stuff. Round time started about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
but they're...
It looks like OBR won the roll-off, and they got to choose sides, staying where they are. OBR will likely get to pick who goes first. Well, they definitely will, because OBR is 8 drops to the Orcs 11.
Yep. And this is going to be one of those games, there's going to be a lot of positioning and kind of dancing around each other to get the best way. Marco needs to get in. Ben needs to try to make sure he doesn't get in.
Yeah, if OBR kind of wants to just hang out on their side of the board and score points, he definitely chose the correct side.
Yeah.
You can actually go in here and just plug all these gaps with Mortec art.
Yeah, those
make
are...
it really difficult for anything that's on the board on Marco's side to actually get to them. He can probably teleport one thing over, but if they do, they're just going to get shot to death by the crawlers.
Yeah, and that big, like, weird, odd, not house-looking terrain piece is actually the OBR's terrain piece there. So he picked the right side to make his own choke point that wasn't even set up ahead of time.
Is that Ben R running those OBR? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Benjamin Richardson. Any upset off-meta lists doing well in the tourney so far? What would you consider off-meta? Tom Guan is running 14 big stabbers.
Yeah.
So if you consider that off-meta, that's doing really well, but it's also, Tom Guan.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think we have any... We've had some upsets, like... just in the I can't believe so-and-so lost department, but no real kind of off-meta list. Everything here is pretty in meta.
Is the Glotkin list that James West running considered off-meta, since it's not running right now? A lot of people are running the Blight Lord.
The Blight Kings?
Yeah, the Blight Kings, I think they're not, because a lot of people are running the Fly spam, and he's not.
Yeah, I think Fly spam might be on the way out a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see what shakes out after Masters. But honestly, I don't think that Blight King list is off meta. A lot of people have been talking about it. I haven't seen it run a lot, but there has been a lot of discussion about it.
Yeah. Well, James West here is putting money where his mouth is and actually running and doing well. So.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm looking around like.
Oh, Alex.
Fly spam probably better in the GV meta. That's actually a good point. I retract my statement. Wait, are the Blight Lords veterans? Oh, they are, aren't they? No, wait, they're not veterans.
More than 2.
Can't put them.
But you can put them in bounty hunters.
They are bounty hunters. That's a good point. Ooh, that would actually be
nasty. Yeah. Here's a bunch of dudes you got to deal with.
That's gross.
It's nasty. Off meta list. How many people run Ironjawz Deepkin? Is that off meta?
Alex does, and he's gonna win.
Yeah, like he's undefeated right now. And I mean, I think fish are off meta. Is he running his multi-turtle list?
I think it's just the one turtle list.
Oh, and we got the handshake.
Ironjawz Deepkin is very popular right now, but we only have one list at Masters.
Oh, I think there's 2 of that. But yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, Dimitri.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's 2-1 as well, I believe.
Oh, looks like we have the handshake, and OBR is taking first turn. Middle objective on his side is the prime, so it's going to be this center one right here is the prime objective.
Does he get free 1-day delivery there?
Maybe. Nah. My boy Alex is going to take it all. Unbiased commentary, but Alex totally has it on lock. Yeah. I believe. I have faith. Ferocious advance from OBR, which is, it is interesting, but he could just run these Morchek and these 2 heroes that don't need to shoot anyway, so it'll probably be fine.
Oh, one thing we didn't comment about against Marco's list is that the Iron Sun's command ability, at the end of his opponent's charge phase, if he's within 12, he can charge him. It's a pretty good command ability.
Yeah, that's his, alright, get him command ability. And like Jeff was saying, just for 1 CP at the end of his enemy's charge phase, if he's within 12 of an enemy and outside of 3, you can just make a charge.
Yeah, pretty good. Alright, looks like an endless spell's going on.
Are these the Morchek with Counter-Strike? I don't believe so. I believe that has to do with his allegiance, right?
So, folks, that roll right there was a Purple Sun roll, and then he re-rolled it for a 9. So we're going to see that OBR Purple Sun coming in. Steve is up there trying to adjust the dice cam for us. All right, there we go, folks. Artifact has broken already with that 11.
That is rough. Yeah, that's Soul Reservoir breaking on the first cast. But hey, whatever he was trying to cast, he did get it.
Yeah, got it very hard. Mystic Shield going on that unit down there. I like Ben. He speaks loud enough that I can hear him. And the reason he's rerolling his casting spell or his casting rolls is due to those cogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely has a formula, kind of a loop he wants to get into in his hero phase. He wants to cast cogs. He wants to cast Purple Sun if it's not up. He wants to get Soul Guide out on as many things as possible. And then if he has extra casts, he does want to get the Shriek out as well.
Yes.
To give +1 to all his OBR units.
Yeah.
Yes, apologies. It's one of the command abilities that increases the range, I believe.
Marco being a champ, helping out his opponent by figuring out where the endless spell can go.
Yes, it is 6 inches. Chat beating me to the punch once again.
I'm glad chat knows what they're talking about.
But somebody knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Going into OBR movement phase.
Yeah.
He did his hero phase loop that he wants to get into, and now we're going into hero
I think the Purple Sun actually is moving. He gets a free move at the end of the hero phase.
True.
So he's going to be, I'm loud, I'm hearing, and I'm annoying.
And we do apologize for the shaking, everyone. We are on a shaky stage with a shaky table, and these are two very boisterous players, so there's nothing wrong with that. But we will be seeing a little bit of shaking on the table, and we do apologize.
Yeah, and we did let the players know that the table is weak-willed and willing to collapse under pressure. So, yeah, these predatory endless spells running up. Big thing, right? He's not looking to do damage with them right now. Right now, what he's looking to do is clog up Marco's unpacking of his deployment the best he can, and by throwing him in between the Ardboy units, it does that because the Gorgrunts have enough speed to get around.
Yeah, it's interesting that he is moving up the bow type shrieker. It's probably exactly what you said, just kind of clog up the board a little bit, because it doesn't really have an effect on Marco's units. I mean, he can't Inspiring Presence or Rally within 12 of it, but he doesn't really need to do that right now. So the only thing I can think of is, like you said, he's using it to clog up that deployment zone to make it kind of difficult for those brutes to actually move up and get at his Mortek Guard. Mm-hmm. Just further increasing the insane survivability of Mortek Guard. Interestingly enough, he doesn't have the I forget the name of it, but the OBR, the guy with the guy at the crotch man that adds units back to OBR units. He doesn't have one of those. He does. One of his heroes does have Bone Shaper, so he will be healing a little bit there, but he doesn't have the oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me now.
I think the reason is it's still a good amount of recursion on his side, but it's not.
The Harvester.
Oh, is that the dude who skipped leg day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, him.
That is true. The Sun gives his crawler effective rend 1, which is kind of nasty.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Everyone's always big on the ability that it can just slay units, but new Sun actually do the -1 to save is honestly almost equally as nasty.
Yeah. And for those who are wondering, that small unit on the small mounted bases to the top right of your screen, those are actually Ripith Snarlfangs. I was very confused about what those were.
Yep, those are Ripith Snarlfangs. They're little grots on
wolves. Yeah, very cool unit.
And honestly, he could have taken another spell, but he would never cast it because he wanted to cast Hand of Gork.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you have Hand of Gork. You cast Hand of Gork.
Oh my goodness, 3 brutes gone. That is rough.
Oh, and this is those Mortek crawlers going at it, isn't it? Oh, Marco be lamenting the fact he has to roll dice. Look at those saves, folks.
Yeah, that is a good point. I didn't even consider that the crawlers might actually already be in range because of the smaller table size. So moving up that Shrieker, no Inspiring Presence with the low Bravery and Orcs, this could hurt a lot.
Oh, this
could hurt a lot depending on his rolls.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be brutal because you already lost 1 from that unit right there. That's that... What was it? That was this... Yeah, he's pulling off those bottles. I think he's lost 2 or 3 from that unit already. As that was his... Let's see. So that is the end of OBR player's turn. We're getting the final points. Marco rolled... Oh, he rolled a 5 on that battleshock. So he's having to pull more orcs. Look at... Dude, he just pulled 5 orcs off from that battleshock. Like, what is that? That poor orc army.
That's rough.
I want to see Marco win now, just because of that. Because of the shenanigans of this the audacity of this OBR player to shoot our orcs. Like, what is he doing? This is not right. And I know he scored 1, scored 2, hold 1 point objective, held 2 objectives, didn't hold more. I'm not sure what the battle tactic was.
Ferocious Advance.
So yeah, I'm assuming he got that, or did he not?
Almost certainly with the units that
Yeah.
I stated kind of down here. It's probably some of these right down here.
Yeah, we can assume he scored 4 points easy enough. And it looks like the non-inspiring presence thing got removed. He dispelled it?
Yes. Yeah. The Shrieker. The Bone Shrieker.
Yep.
That was honestly a brutal first turn.
Yeah, that is...
Especially for orcs, which you want to kind of build up that momentum and be killing stuff first.
Yeah.
The fact that he lost a whole unit of brutes, almost 340 points just right off the
Yeah,
bat without even
that's...
moving up the board is...
It's brutal. It's brutal.
I think he's still going to do a lot, but that definitely hurts a lot.
Yeah, because that was his 10-man unit? Or brutes, I believe. All right.
Yeah, that is true. Thankfully, they will be able to rally this turn. Thank you, Slontastic.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. But the question is, does Marco want to spend his command points elsewhere? I guess we're going to see, because we are still at the start of the hero phase, I believe.
The question is, do Ironjawz get a 4-up rally? I believe only the Ard Boys get a 4-up rally.
Only the
It's
Ard Boys.
because of their banner, but I can check on that. I don't believe the Brutes get it.
No, they do not.
Yeah.
They are slow, they have low bravery, but they hit hard.
Yeah, the Brutes do still rally on A6. Which out of 9 dice, he'll probably get 1 to 3 back, maybe. Although it is Marco, so.
Yeah, who knows? He may spike hard. He's also rocking the super awesome orc dice, and I don't even know where he got them, or if we can even get them anymore. I'm a bit jelly.
Oh, wow. So Ironjawz bottom of 1. Also going with Ferocious Advance. It looks like he's casting Hand of Gork, and it was successful, so he's going to get that teleport.
Oh. That's scary. Where's he going to go with that? Is that Slay the Warlord correct?
No, Ferocious Advance.
Ah, okay.
And he has 3 War Chanters and some Ard Boys, so he doesn't have a lack of units he could use for Ferocious Advance.
Yeah, he's going to try to get those Gorgrunts up the table as quick as he can. Looks like that's a War Chanta hiding behind that cover.
I assume so. It's either the War Chanter or the boss.
Yeah. Wartech crawlers, do they need line of sight to be able to hit things?
No, let me double check. I believe so. I believe the only ones that get to cheat are Lumineth.
Of course. Lumineth. Cheating. Elves never playing by the rules. Makes me wonder if Marco's going to try to go for the long 3d6 charge on this one.
Interesting. I don't know if the Mortec crawlers actually do need line of sight. I'm sure our lovely chat will let us know. Oh yes, thankfully. That's what I thought.
Yeah, like
just reading their War Scroll, it doesn't seem like they do, but I'm pretty sure that they do.
Yeah. You know, for 215 points, that's a pretty awesome unit.
Pretty good stat line for 215 points, yeah. And we were at, looks like OBR did score 4 points at top of 1.
Okay, yeah.
Going into bottom of 1 right now, Ironjawz.
And I believe that measuring stick is checking for Purple Sun, either movement or Rend Aura. Ooh, Mega Boss moving up very aggressively. Or not. Maybe he was moving it to check for base size. Be my guess. I say Marco is doing a great job of not leaning on the table. The shaking y'all are seeing is from the stage itself and not the table being a hit. Alright, that's just Mega Boss moving up.
Yeah, I do think that is what we saw. He used the Hand of Gork to teleport one of those War Chanters on the left over here behind this building, out of line of sight of the crawler, so he can keep it alive for a little bit longer.
Yeah, that is pretty good use of it in this case. Like, there's nowhere really else he can go. Keeps the War Chanter within buff range of those Gore Grunches that have moved a little bit more aggressively. Purple Sun moving somehow?
Moves at the end. Predatory spells move at the end of every hero phase, or each player's hero phase.
Wow. I can always forget that.
Lewis, we're not streaming Alex because we're hedging again. We think he's going to be in the finals, so we want to stream him there.
Yeah. He's has our hopes, our dreams.
Unbiased commentary, though.
Yeah, 100% unbiased commentary. I just want Alex to win unbiasedly. Honestly, you know what I want to see in the finals? Tom Guan versus Alex. I don't know how Alex wins that matchup, but I want to see it. Gore Grunges looks like they're going to try to go around the side while doing their best to stay out of line of sight of that Mortec.
Out of the crawler. Mortec crawler.
Crawler, right.
Technically, it is a Mortec, but it's a Mortec crawler.
The koala.
He can stare at the Mortec guard all he wants. They're not going to do anything. Well, until they get into combat.
So it's kind of hard to see on stream, folks, but those buildings are probably a good, I'd say about 8 to 12 inches tall.
Yeah, they're pretty tall.
Yeah, so they're very good at obscuring.
Yeah, thanks to Matt Taylor, event organizer, for our fancy new terrain for day 2.
Yeah. Is Coach even here because he's the one who wanted the new terrain?
I don't know.
Somebody could summon Coach so that he could see this. We did it for you.
Do you know what time it is in Australia?
Well, so it's...
the only thing I know is it's not 10 a.m.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. Freedom Time. I think they're, plus 16 or something crazy? I don't know.
Let's go, Marco. Yeah, I kind of agree. I'm a sucker for Ironjawz, but unbiased commentary, I do think this is a really good OBR list as well.
Yeah, this is going to be an OBR list. It depends on these few charges that Marco's going to do, really.
I mean, I'm concerned that even if he charges in the Gore Grunches, even the big man, everything bounces off Mortec guard. Everything.
But so I think he's going to try to go the 3d6 long charge and try to wrap around to the Mortec crawler that's got its butt sticking out at the end.
Yeah, hit the crawler. Okay.
That's what I would do in Marco's position. Honestly, is try to get in that crawler, try to knock it down because the crawler does have a profile, a damage track that it follows. So he might be trying to mitigate some of that potential damage coming in. Because during the hero phase, the reason those Gorgons are so far up from the original starting position, Marco used Mighty Destroyers on them to move them. Since they were outside of 12, they got their movement.
Yep.
And I believe he did that with those R-Boys as well. Right now, or maybe it was the Mega Boss because he just ran the Mega Boss for an additional, I believe that's a 6 on those dice.
Yep. Moving up those brutes and that Mega Boss.
Yeah, and that Mega Boss only goes 4, so he's pretty sure he only goes 4. So he's got to work his way up the table because he definitely wants to use this artifact.
Richard Sigmar 9 brutes. Yeah, he lost 9 brutes to a crawler and a purple sun.
And a battleshock
combo. Yeah, and a battleshock combo top of 1.
That's what I would call a pretty good turn 1 for well, what's it called?
Yeah. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of. Sorry about that. The light bouncing off our objectives is freaking out our camera. So.
Well, so I think what it is that it's actually the light bouncing off Marco's hair, the shininess, and it's like causing
his beautiful hair.
His beautiful, glorious, luxurious, shining hair. Maybe we can get a post-game interview finding out what hair products he uses. And yeah, it's just the camera autofocusing. Ard boys working up the. Are those Brutes or Ard boys?
Those are definitely Brutes. I think. Yeah, they have the big weapons.
Where are the Ard boys then?
I believe they're kind of more up top. I don't know if the players know, but the 2 inches closest to them is supposed to be no man's land and not in use. So yeah, there's a little bit off the table that both players are deployed into. I don't think it's really going to matter, but...
No. You also got to think about how fat those Mortec crawler bases are. That's a lot of range just off of that.
Yeah.
And kids, this is why geometry is important. You see all these angles Marco's doing. Try to find the hypotenuse of the triangle or whatever it is.
Making sure it's out of range of, I believe that's the purple sun sitting right there.
Yeah, that's the purple sun. They took it out, yep. That was the purple sun, took it off the base so that the models can maneuver around it, because you haven't seen the purple sun in person. It is a very rotund sun that likes to overhang its base. It has a lot of sharp, pointy bits.
Yeah, it was definitely painful putting it together.
Yeah.
Hold it together while the glue sets, but like you can't grab onto it except for the spikes.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen a purple sun in person, it is a push fit model with spikes all over it. Definitely designed by Slanesh. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Marco taking his first turn here to do what orcs do and basically get 2 movement phases and just move up the board to try to get in within melee range.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben, I think playing a really smart game here. Did not deploy up as far as you could. Just deployed enough to get an enormous amount of bodies from the Mortec card on those objectives, but as far back as he could to make it more difficult for Marco to actually get to him.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell that both players have been playing this their armies for a while now. Marco's played orcs as long as I know him, for 4 or 5 years now. Like, this is his army. This is how he plays. What do we got going on here? Is this a charge roll? Is that that looks like a pretty good charge roll. I can't tell what that is. I think it's a 6 and a 4, maybe? Yeah, you see, I think he's trying to get to that more to that crawler.
Yeah, I think you might be right. He wants to get the charge damage, or he wants to get damage onto the crawler as soon as possible, and tie it up in combat so it can't shoot anything else.
Yeah, and Mortec Crawler has a minimum range of 6 inches on all of its range attacks, I believe. So once it is tied up in melee, it can't actually even shoot at the thing. So it's all of its range profiles are 6 to 36 inches.
Rolling his impact hits currently.
Oh, measuring stick. Yep. And for those newer players, the reason he's able to do that, they changed the rules in 3.0 so that as long as you don't go away from the unit you're closest to, you can pile in around them. So by maintaining that base contact with it, he's still the same distance away. He's just now scooching around to get that Mortek crawler engaged, preventing it from shooting away from shooting anything else, and preventing it from shooting the unit it's engaged with in the next shooting phase because it has minimum range.
Yeah, chat does bring up a good point. The unit has to be wholly within 6 of the crawler to stop it entirely, otherwise it can still shoot at the unit.
Really? That's
any model that is outside of 6 can be targeted.
Interesting.
Which those huge bases on those it's going to be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
The crawler only has 12 wounds, but I don't know if that unit of Gorgrunkers got any buffs onto it or not.
I don't believe they did. No, I think he had the +1 damage tag. You can still see it out there from the original position.
Oh, true.
So I believe they did get Violent Fury, something Rage, the +1 damage from the War Chanta. Yep. Scooching it over. What's... Marco dealt 2 damage due to those nice saves. And remember, Petrifex, they are more suiting the run characteristics of everything that's ever been hit by with 1.
Yeah, which hurts score ranges a lot. Actually.
Yeah, it does. 2 more damage going through. Doesn't save any of it.
Yeah, I'm curious if this is going into the Mortek Guard or the Mortek Crawler.
Crawler.
Into the Crawler? Okay.
Yeah. Actually, those orcs icons are 1s on his dice.
That's frustrating.
Yes, it is, 100%. Thank you, GW, for having inconsistencies in your dice patterns. And this is going to be Ben clapping back with things. Two's -1.
Both of those going through there.
Huh?
Both of those going through there. This does look like it's going to be a Orcs 4-point turn as well.
Yeah.
Ferocious Advance and Hold 1, Hold 2, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was the Mortek Crawler itself going into those Orc boys, and now the Mortek Guard are piling in and getting ready to do their attacks back. So this is where we're going to probably see some Orc models removed. And that might be what Marco was hoping for. Mm-hmm. It makes me wonder, would it be beneficial for Ben to not pile in, get as little attacks as he can, to make sure there's still some Gorgrunkers outside 6 so he can Mortek Crawler them? I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. Also, remember, these ranges are a little bit deceptive with the camera angle, so... It is 13 attacks, or 13 miles rather. I believe it's 27 attacks, 3s and 4s from what I'm hearing. because the leader's in that bunch, and it gives him it gives that model +1 attack.
You know what? You know what doesn't care about Purple Sun?
What?
320 zombies.
True.
They already don't have a save. Who cares?
Yeah, right? They're just going to come back next turn anyway.
Oh, you rolled a 1? Cool. You killed 1.
Yes. It's a shame they can't kill the Purple Sun itself and make it into a zombie. Just imagine a little tiny Purple Sun headed. That is a lot of dice, folks.
Wow. From that Mortek guard, he should get 2 attacks, 3s and 4s, I believe.
Yep. Do they get anything special on 6s to hit?
They do not. They do have Nadirite weapons, so they do have exploding 6s.
Okay, yeah.
Other than that, I do not think they get... Well, I guess that is a special thing. But
Yeah.
They don't get any mortal wounds or anything like that.
Yeah. Look at all these dice he's picking up.
Welcome to the WOG.
So, if I'm correct, he hit with 27 attacks after the 6s had generated. Looking at 10 saves here, I believe, is what I heard. WOG.
Sorry, I didn't give the man or lady or whatever his WOG, so because we had some technical difficulties, but I fixed it.
Yep, pulling the far enough ways. Now I think those Gorn Grunters are within 6 inches.
Yeah, it is. Compliment was it's the force to wound to keep the Mortek guard in check. A little bit, yeah. They have a lot of ways to just kind of add to, like to hit or to re-roll to hit, especially in this list. But they don't have a lot of stuff to add to wound. So
yeah.
Did I just hear someone say 20 wounds?
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
He said, I think I'm going to do 20 wounds here.
That is true. Killing one pig is actually better for Marco in some ways because you get the better coherency. I agree.
Yeah.
That's why I never run anything in units larger than 5. Because I don't want to deal with the brain-dead coherency rules.
It sounds like that Ben won the priority and he's deciding what his battle tactic is from what we can hear.
Yeah, so we have ended turn 1. I believe it was 4-4. Marco only scored 2 points, actually. I'm not sure how that's possible.
Maybe he didn't score his battle tactic.
Interesting.
Or that's very confusing.
We'll get with the pit rod and double check that because that doesn't seem right. Ben is taking Chapo 2 with Monstrous Takeover.
Oh. What are his monsters in this list?
He doesn't have any, so he's probably going to have to use Metamorphosis to get a monster. But if he can do that, it's basically a free battle tank.
Yep. And for those that are joining us for the first time today, we are playing at the Texas Masters. And since this is for the previous GHB season, we are using the previous General Handbook rules. So all that stuff like Prime Objective with Tectonic Shift, the spells like Metamorphosis, and the command ability to get your monster full profile still into play. The things that we are using are the updated War Scrolls that recently came out, and pretty much...
Oh my goodness, I totally forgot. Apologies for interrupting you, Jeff. He also has Arcan the Black.
Oh!
Which I totally forgot to even mention on the list reviews, so thank you for that.
Also, to be fair, it is hidden by the scorecard.
Yeah, he does have Arcan the Black. I believe it's this
the middle thing, yeah.
Big boy.
Yes, the biggest.
It is this gentleman right here. Thank you for that. I completely missed that. I don't know how, because it's Arcan, but I somehow missed him. So yeah, that's basically a free battle tactic for him then. All he has to do is kind of move Arcan up onto that center objective. Oh, wow. Yeah, confirmed Marco did actually fail Ferocious Advance. He failed his third run to get within 3 inches. I have seen a lot of people, when they do Ferocious Advance, run all the run rolls at the same time, which is incorrect. You have to roll them all one at a time, and I believe that is why Marco failed that, which hurts a little bit, but I think he can probably make it up in the upcoming turns. Oh yeah, 100%. Arcane is super important in OBR. I didn't mention it in the list review, but I was surprised when I didn't see him. But that's because I'm a moron and I can't read. Yeah, that sort of changes my entire opinion of the list. Going through OBR casting here. Recasting that Bone Shrieker, just kind of to block movement and to keep him from rallying and inspiring presence. Might be trying to bad touch that other units of brutes as well, the same way he did to the this poor unit of brutes right here in turn 1. Done with OBR casting. I'm not sure what all the dice for. I'm assuming it's something on Arcane. That is a good point. He did not rally on that top unit of brutes. I've actually asked Matt Taylor a couple times if he wants to come on and make a couple of announcements on stream, but he has said no. Maybe because he doesn't want to get heckled. Yeah, he is attempting. The shiny hair strikes again. He is attempting to do the same thing that the other units of brutes that he already did to the first one. Apologies for the color balancing, everybody. My camera cannot handle the power of Marco's hair. Particularly, he is attempting to do the same thing. Welcome back, Jeff.
Thank you. Reminder for everybody, you should go hydrate. That's what I was up doing, getting some nice water for both me and Steven.
I already did the hydration plug.
Oh, you did? See, that's what happens when I get up. I'm like, yeah, let's hydrate. Steven's like, I already handled that. More Tick Dart going up the table.
Yeah, he's moving them up to plug those holes between the terrain to keep Marco off the objectives. So Marco's going to have to batter through those Mortek guard if he wants to get on those points.
Yeah. I think Marco's best chance is going to try to get a nice, good green hand and put him just flat in the backfield.
Not sure who he would put back there. He does have that unit of brutes he can stick back there, but I'm not sure what good that would do. Marco still has a big chance in this game. He's not out by a long shot. It is going to be a little bit of a rough matchup for him, but I'm not counting him out at all.
Yeah, I think Marco might be hoping for to go second round 3 so he can remove one of his opponent's objectives. Because this is a score 1, hold 1, hold 2, hold more scenario. So by eliminating more brutes being pulled, could you imagine if he didn't tie up that other Mortek crawler? Like, that's 5 removed, Purple Sun's out, the No Inspiring Presence is out, so...
Yeah, that's rough.
I think this is a
nasty combo.
Yeah, this is a dice even roll, isn't it, on battleshock? Because they're bravery 5, aren't they?
I believe so. They're 5 or 6. No, they're bravery 6.
Okay, so dice -1 right now on bravery. Honestly, I'm thinking Hannah Gork, the Gorgruntas, and tie up the other crawler best you can.
Yeah, to chat's comments, he probably did all that defense, but the Purple Sun gives you -1 save anyway because of course it does.
Yeah.
So it basically put him back on his 4-ups.
So if anybody has a Purple Sun, you guys may want to put it up on eBay because it's really good right now. Casually, I think people around here have been paying $50+ for one.
Although it has eaten 3 incarnates so far at the event total, which makes me extremely happy because I hate that thing with the purest rage.
I do too, but at the same time,
and
Purple Sun.
I enjoy the irony of the hunter becoming the hunted.
Right, the old hotness becoming eaten by the new hotness.
No, it's because the incarnate eats endless spells.
It's true. Oh, that is true.
Unless the endless spell eats it. It's the incarnate of Gur. It came out in a Thontia book. It's a bad model that is unhealthy for the game, and it should go away. Unbiased commentary.
Yeah, I think we can be unbiased about that. But actually, no, that is unbiased because we're just telling the truth. It is unhealthy for the game. But really, though, it's look it up in the War Scroll app. Or the Warhammer AOS app, because there's a lot of rules to go over, and like it's you thought Archeon had a lot of rules. This has a lot of rules. And the only way you can get one is by buying, was it a $300 terrain box?
Yeah, we have seen a lot of really cool conversions specifically because of that. Which I was even though it is a bad model, it's not a bad model. Even though it does have bad rules and I hate it, I was kind of upset that the model only came out in a $300 box.
Right.
If you want the terrain, the box is fine. If you want the terrain,
yeah.
I don't particularly want the terrain. A lot of people don't. But the upside of that is we got to see a lot of really cool conversions and custom models. So I'm like, thanks, GW. I got to see a lot of really cool conversions and custom models.
The only problem with it is you can't bring it to GW events if it's a non.
Why would anybody go to GW events?
Because they actually have opens, and like I don't know if you remember this, but last year our major was at the GW.
Lewis, you can also just ask in the Discord, and someone will probably link you the rules as well. They're floating around out there.
Oh, the incarnate rules? Yeah. Ask in Discord, somebody will have them for you.
Look at all of those dice.
Is that a Weird Nubs dice in that? Look at him.
Probably. I'm almost positive this is Mortek Guard into...
100% it is.
Guard, just because he did pile them all in. And that is a lot of attacks.
Yeah, they are 2 attacks each. One for the...
And I believe those are on 25 mil bases, so he can kind of fight them in 2 ranks with 1-inch attacks.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Marco being a pal and helping his opponent out, picking out all of them, because it's kind of hard hunting for dice by yourself. Do we need to get the mana cup? I love how he's rolled. It's like up in the dice camera. I love that so much.
I believe these are. I don't know what exactly these.
Threes and fours?
These are armed with. Well, there's different profiles.
Oh,
these are all Netherite blades and shields.
Yeah.
So this is going to be 1 rend, 3s and 4s, 1 damage each, 2 attacks each. So.
Yeah.
But 1 rend, he is bringing those Gorgruntas up to a 5-up, which he might have been saving all-out defense for the Gorgruntas. Is why he didn't do all-out defense, because if he would have done all-out defense on the brutes, he probably would have saved a ton of damage.
Different phase. Unless he didn't have command point.
That is true, different phase.
Pull models. Well, actually, let's look at those saves from Marco. Look at them. He didn't fail many.
So, yeah, it's not bad. He definitely needs these Gorgruntas to stick around, because they're the only thing he has in combat with those crawlers.
Yeah.
And Ben's combo is throw the Purple Sun into something, give my crawlers effectively -1 rend, and then shoot it to death.
Yeah.
And so far, it's working out pretty well for him.
Yeah, it is an insane strat, especially against this low bravery army. Like, I don't think this would be anywhere near as effective as, say, something like a Demons or Starborn, Seraphon, things like that. I believe this is now Marco going into that Mortec with those Gorgruntas.
Hello, Fluke Skywalker. Welcome. Still trying to put damage onto that Mortec crawler down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it is removed.
Yeah, he needed 5 ups to save against that.
Interesting. It does have 14 health? 14 wounds?
Yeah, I believe so, but it also had taken 4 the previous combat phase.
12.
I believe you said 12 earlier?
12, yeah. Okay, yeah. 3 Gorgruntas could definitely take it out then.
Yeah. So the Gorgruntas only lost 1. I believe their bravery 6, so he needed a 6 to lose a model. Now this is dice. Oh, there goes the squad.
Come on.
Oh, look at that. That is brutal.
That hurts a lot, actually.
That
Losing models not even to enemy fire or attacks, just to bravery. And because of that Bone Shrieker sitting there, he can't Inspiring Presence them. So those brutes just flee. That hurts.
Yeah, they're just poof.
Weird Knob dice or Trader dice used with caution. Right? It's a give and take. You know, it's a relationship with your Weird Knobs dice. If you treat them right, they'll treat you right.
I mean, I don't own any Weird Knobs dice. I keep on missing out on the orders. Makes me a little sad.
That is true. Everyone has access to that effect in Horrorghast for 40 points. Well, everyone, as long as you're Night Haunt.
Right? I don't know.
Is Horrorghast a Night Haunt thing? Am I going crazy? Sounds like a Night Haunt thing.
Yeah. Googling intensifies.
That's a. Oh, that's just a spell from Forbidden Power. Oh my goodness.
That's rude. GW needs to calm down with these endless spell buffs.
It is just a generic endless spell. Looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Nighthaunt endless spell.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just generic.
Yeah, it's just a face in the gash. Look at it. Oh, jeez, dude. This is just... That's just, so, yeah, I was chatting with the players beforehand, making sure they're comfortable playing on stream for us. And Mark was like, oh, man, you really want to stream him destroying me like that? I'm like, no, dude, I think it'll be fine. No, Marco was 100% right.
No. He's doing all right. He's taking out one of the crawlers.
Yep.
He just needs to get... He wants to go second turn 3 so he can burn an objective. Because... Mainly to make sure Marco doesn't go second turn 3 and burn objectives, because that's exactly what he wants.
Yeah. But poor Marco has lost about 1,000 points of his army already.
If he can get over there, he probably won't be able to, but if he can get over there and kind of tie up Archon, take out that other crawler, I think he's still got a good chance at this.
Yeah. I just don't know where he's going to be able to... what his in is, because even with Great Green Hand, I think he'll be at the table edge when it comes to outside 9.
Losing that battle tactic turn 1 really hurt, because he's going to have to squeeze out any points that he can. OBR here, I think their strategy is kind of like, I'm going to sit on my objectives.
Yep.
I'm going to use Archon and Metamorphosis to get those battle tactics that give me a couple extra points here and there on my battle tactics, and I'm going to win by a couple of points.
Yeah.
And that's my whole strategy. So Marco has to find some way to break that, either by going second, taking one of the objectives, forcing Marco to walk across the board and Vortec guard or something like that.
Yep. I really like this battle map.
It's pretty.
I believe this is still Marco's hero phase, and he's using the Mighty Destroyers to move those Gore-Gruntas around, trying to get them up nice and close to the... He wants to kill some wizards, he just declared.
Yeah, so it looks like Ben's scoring another 4 points, which is exactly his plan.
Yep.
Going into bottom of 2, Marco going with Savage Spearhead.
That's to have enemies in your opponent's deployment zone, which he's going to be able, to do pretty well because he has those 2 units of Gore-Gruntas going up using the Warlord command ability to Warrior. Yeah. I can't talk today. Whatever his ability that allows him to Mighty Destroyers an additional time. That's what he's doing to get him up there, and then he's Mighty Destroyers. Anyways, the command point one to go ahead and get him even more up there.
You're looking for Mega Bossy.
Mega Bossy, thank you. I couldn't find my notepad, people. I'm sorry. What is that? The stupid purple sun coming in, trying to prevent those little orky boys from getting in. But it looks like Marco may have just done it well enough to prevent the purple sun from really getting in there and causing issues. Didn't eat anything, right? You need to roll a 1 with the purple sun to eat a model, right?
It's either a 1 or a 6. I think it's a 1. It's a 16% chance.
Regardless, yeah, whatever you decide, like...
And we will be uploading photos of the event afterward somewhere. Probably on Twitter, maybe on the website. Not 100% sure.
Maybe even on Instagram.
Oh, maybe on Instagram. We haven't used that in a long time.
Yeah, that's an Eli thing, though. Like, I'm old and I got frustrated once I realized I couldn't upload things to Instagram on the computer.
Yeah. Ben using the endless spells to block to nice effect. Yes, he's been doing that the whole game, just putting him up there to kind of disrupt Marco's lines of movement.
Yeah. And right now they're just kind of checking distances to make sure everything can get in there correctly. Because this game is probably going to come down to inches.
What is eating a model? I've never heard about it. Basically, it's not. It's just that's not the right terminology. The Purple Sun will just slay a model. It will remove a model from the board on a 16% chance.
Yeah, it's a model that ends base contact or passes over or something like that.
Just within 12, I believe. Within 3.
Yeah. It's Pearl. I'm gonna pull up that Purple Sun War Scroll card.
It's each unit within 3. On a 1, just a model in that unit dies. Doesn't matter if it's a unit of 60 zombies or Arcan.
Each unit with Purple Sun. Honestly, with just the minus Ren 1 component, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty nice 70 points.
Yeah. And folks, it's minus 1 rend within 8 inches? No, sorry. Within 6 inches. Subtract 1.
That is true. Gargants, Marathia, and Gotrek are immune. But they all have abilities that make them immune to all forms of...
So, Gotrek, perfectly fine and balanced. Giants? No. Let's not. They're
perfectly fine and balanced.
No, they're not.
They're all right. They're all right now. They have a lot of counters now, and I think they're in a good spot now.
Yeah, I still think that instead of doing d6 damage when the model would be instantly slain, it should be a flat 6, or flat 3, just something.
D6 is fine.
I don't think so. But and Marathi, well, she's Marathi.
She's Marathi.
Yeah, it's just Marathi. Although with new Doc, they are even more glass cannony, so in all the new Doc games I've seen with her, she's dying more consistently than ever. It's not that hard to put some damage on her.
Giants got a huge buff in GHP 2022 with no more hunters and monster VPs. That is a good point.
That's why they were prime targets before, whatever they were called.
I was talking to Brian last night. I'm like, could you put Giants in Expert Conquerors, or would Mightier Makes Rightier just overwrite that and give them 20 anyway? I think Mightier Makes Rightier just overwrites the extra 3 that they get and just makes them count for 20.
Yeah.
I think that's how that would
work. But remember, with Mightier Makes Rightier, don't they get to choose whenever they use that rule?
Why would you ever choose that instead of 4? Why would you ever choose 4 instead of 20?
I believe there was some objective.
Oh, they can't be in Conquerors anyway. Never mind.
Okay. Good.
So the point is mute.
Yeah. I'm going to go as far to say Giants contributed greatly to the power creep in AOS.
Maybe.
Because you had to have armies come up to meet them. Rolling a 6 on something.
Probably a 3-6 charge, I believe. So he's been doing some movement, so...
Yeah. Oh, where are we going? There we go.
Into that other crawler.
Here we go. Marco sticking to the plan of roll 6s. Now he just needs to kill heroes. Oh, interesting. He fell back with that unit at the bottom left.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of an uphill battle for Ironjawz here. Getting those 2 units of brutes basically deleted without doing anything is really painful.
Yeah. I believe these are attacks on the Mortec collar, if I heard correctly.
Don't feel bad, Lewis. The only person who actually knows all the things is Matt Robish, so everybody else does not know all the things.
No, not at all.
waiting for the Ironjawz combat phase to be over to see how many models get picked up off the table.
Yeah.
Probably putting this singular...
I think he did 10 damage to the crawler.
I believe so, yeah. We can't really see it because it's down here, but I believe he did 10 damage to the crawler, and then he put this one last Gorgrunta into these Vortex Guard, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Even though he only took off 2, so as soon as it's Ben's turn, those 2 Vortex Guard are just going to come back anyway.
Yeah. Death recursion, it's a thing. Order doesn't have any fun summoning recursion stuff, do they?
Not really our thing. High armor saves and wards, though.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of brutes for that reason. If they take more than 1 or 2 casualties, which is easy to do, the whole unit is at risk of routing. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I have seen a unit of brutes blender through
A lot of
a
stuff.
lot of stuff. Oh, that's true. Sylvaneth.
Oh, yeah, Sylvaneth.
I forgot Sylvaneth existed until they got their new book.
Yeah. I think most of the world, except for Matt Robish, because he loves Sylvaneth.
The models are beautiful.
They are.
Oh, Seraphon. Yeah, I don't qualify them.
Yeah, we don't talk about Seraphon.
They're not ordered. Everybody knows it. They're chaos.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, also, we haven't seen a lot of Starborn Seraphon in a bit. It's been mostly Ground Pounder Thunder Lizards.
Thunder Lizards, yeah. Seraphon's a chaos army, and no one can convince me otherwise. They have too much summoning to not be.
Yeah, but there are 2 races against Chaos. Those Sunbeams doing extra damage against Chaos is not okay. Self-hating Chaos? So, Slanesh? 9 minus
Scaly
1.
Skin should be a command ability. No one can change my mind.
Honestly, I'm okay with it. Or attach it to a terrible model nobody uses.
Then nobody would use it.
Or they would sell tons of them. Crawler going 2s and 4s into the Gorgrunta squad. Five minus 1. I really like that these players are loud.
This is going to be the last combat for the turn, I believe, and then we'll go to bottom of 2.
Are we really at the top of 2? No, this is priority.
Oh, we're already at bottom of 2. Interesting.
Oh, Ben just rolling a 6. Marco not catching any breaks today.
Ben rolled a 6, but he has to think about it. Because if he takes first turn and gives Marco the turn, he's going to burn an objective, and he's going to start not scoring those objective points. And then Marco will be able to get hold 1, hold 2, hold more. So Ben has to kind of think about this if he wants to go first or not. Honestly, I don't.
I'd give it to Marco. Like, there's not much he can do that he hasn't already done here. Because his defensive buffs are still going to be up.
True.
The Purple Sun's in an okay. That's actually not an okay spot to really do much, but it's at the end of every hero phase, so it's going to move. The only thing that isn't up is the no battleshock thing that can get anywhere.
Lovely Mr. Matt Taylor coming on to let us know we have an hour and 45 minutes left.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So it looks like Marco's actually conceding here and just wanting to talk it out. So I do not think we'll be getting any more play in this game. I do apologize for that, but honestly, I can't really fault him because a lot of his army got 680 points taken out in
like
the first
instantly,
2 turns without doing anything. So,
and there is a lunch break after this, so I imagine that they're going to want to take a long lunch, have a few beers, enjoy themselves.
Yeah, Morchek Guard played an almost perfect game here. He had a combo he wanted to use.
He used it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting word back from the pit rut. It looks like they're gonna play it out actually.
Oh, good for them. Awesome.
Ben is taking top of 3 though.
Yep. It's an odd choice, but I think he probably has enough of a lead secured that he feels confident that Marco holding more isn't really going to matter because it's only an extra VP. Mm-hmm. And if Marco failed to battle, since Marco failed to battle tactics, the max he can score after holding more is 1. Is 2 with the remaining 3. 3 with the remaining rounds.
So we are looking at OBR top of 3. OBR going with Savage Spearhead.
Ben currently at 6 RDP. Welcome to the WOG.
Oh, did we get another? Welcome to the WOG. Up to nothing much. Well, I think you're up to a lot because you're here hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm. With their other beautiful, amazing viewers.
Yes, at Texas Masters 2022 GT Invitational.
Yep. Live from beautiful Waco, Texas.
Wonderful, amazing Waco, Texas.
Where everything closes at 8 p.m. on a Saturday night.
I will ask the pit grot to go and get some updates for us.
What are we looking for updates? All I gotta say though, if anybody is in Waco, check out Coach's, I think it was Triple X Barbecue. It was pretty good last night. I wish you would have been with us, Steven. That was some good barbecue last night we had. Steven communicating with the pick rot right now.
Nice broadcast. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're working hard on it. Welcome to the WOG. Squeaks McGee. Amazing name.
Yes.
Welcome
perfect.
to the WOG.
Yes, definitely Squigs. You belong here with that kind of name. For those who's just joined us, we are on Twitter at WeirdNobs. We tweet like when we go live, various updates, things like that. Standard spiel. We'd love it. Those who followed us, we greatly appreciate it. We're glad to broadcast these games for y'all. It makes us happy. And I'm hoping y'all are enjoying the weekend for those who've been hanging out with us.
Working on some score updates for the lovely people.
Good, because
The pit grot's at home.
I really want to know how Alex is doing. The dream, honestly, the dream is still alive. Here for the Weird Knobs in Dallas. Or we're not in Dallas. That would be great if we were in Dallas. Stuff would be cool here. We're in Waco.
Look at our beautiful little pit grot out there running around trying to find those scores.
Yep. Hitting up Tom Wan's table. Dude, Alex versus Tom, I want to see that match. So bad. But I mean,
Like we said, folks, we will be taking a short lunch break between round 4, which is the current round, and round 5, which is the finals, and that will be the one that decides the Texas Masters Grand Champion for the next year.
And for those who are unfamiliar with the Texas Masters circuit, basically, throughout the year we play 5 big tournaments, or 4 or 5, I forget. But it's hosted by the various cities in Central Texas, Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio. And we take scores from those and local events, and we plug them in, and the top 32 people get invited to the singles. And there's also an open doubles event that anybody who wants to show up and play in doubles can. But it's a great way to see some amazingly painted armies, high-level play. And if you're invited, it's a very cool tournament. You look around, there are a lot of people, they're smiling, they're having a great time, they're glad to be here. This isn't like the grindy kind of massive 200 people tournament you could expect from some bigger events like LVO. This is just a small, dare I say, intimate tournament. Everybody knows each other, and we're pretty friendly with everybody.
Yeah, 100%. Can we get a screenshot of the bracket for lunch? I will try to get a bracket up. I'm actually going to ask if Randy can update his bracket and then post that. That would be great.
Yeah. Otherwise, we might be able to get Tom's, but it's handwritten and kind of chicken scratchy from what I was seeing. I'm like, oh.
We'll find a way to get y'all a bracket for lunch.
Yeah. But while we're thinking about it, those who are currently undefeated, it's going to be Alex and James West.
We got a new bracket up from Randy.
Oh, there we go. We got a Randy bracket.
Thanks, Randy.
Thanks, Randy. Wish you were here, dude.
Yeah, special shout out to both Randy and Dan Norris, who were supposed to attend but could not due to some last minute issues.
Yeah.
So, shout out to you guys. Wish you were here. Thanks for helping out in the chat, Randy. I honestly do really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. Still in the OBR hero phase. I think he got his spell that he can cast 15 billion times off.
Well, he has Soul Guard, I believe. Which I believe that's the name of it. Where he can. There's a chance he can cast it between 2 and 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know if y'all want any more updates on any other games. Those are our 2 undefeated games right now, and we'll determine our finalists. But if you want other updates on other games, let me know, and I will try to send the pick rot out to get those for you. No, Ridge, you're a legend for being here.
That Purple Sun moving, doing Purple Sun things. We've moved into the movement phase, and it looks like we're getting some runs off from the OBR player.
Hey, Jake, you get Rogue Wizard or Shelly?
I gotta say, those weird knob score sheets that everybody's using makes life a lot easier for a picker out. He's just able to go out there and just take a peek and come back.
Yeah, and if you want those, huge shout out to the website where we have all those new player aids made by Jeff V. And you can bet as soon as an update comes out, they're updated because of his OCD. He updates faster than anybody I've ever seen in my life.
It's because he's an artist, from what he tells me.
Did we plug Wonko's yet? No, we have not plugged Wonko's
yet.
No,
we haven't.
Wonko's is the best gaming store in the entire world. Come and join us if you're ever in Austin.
Yep, North Austin off of 183 in Lakeline. It's the manager there, Matt. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. Starts with a P. Principale, I believe. He is a great dude. He does a lot to help the community out too by making sure everything that basically we need is in stock or on our doors, not on our doorsteps, on his doorstep at the store in a very short order. The owners, Becky and Seth, pretty great. They've done a lot to kind of help facilitate getting the store. It feels almost like a Warhammer store and like everything else later. Great community there of players, and they've kind of helped all three of them, the owners. Also, a big shout out to Logan there.
Yeah, Age of Sigmar tournaments, first weekend of every month.
Yep. First weekend every month at Waco's.
Still kind of in that OBR top of 3 here, I think.
Yeah.
All the spells. Arcan moving up. He is trying to get Savage Spearhead, which he is going to get with these Mortek Guard here on the left.
Yep.
As well as Arcan.
Yep.
So he does have that battle tactic on lock, and I don't know if these Mortek Guard over here on the left are towed in, but Arcan is towed in on this objective. So he's made it so even if Marco does burn one of his objectives, he will still get hold 1, hold 2, hold more.
There we go.
That's it. My only gripe with Waco's is its size. It gets a bit cramped on Sundays. That's because we fill it with so many lovely people.
Yeah, I mean that is a good. That's a good problem to have. Is you have so many awesome people who show up that the store can't fit us all. And like,
will the final game be streamed? Yes, the final game will be streamed. Let me get you the actual time for that. It'll give me 2 seconds here.
Yeah. We'll also be posted on our Twitter when the time moment is once we find out, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah, 100%. We'll also be posting updates on the Twitter, and it looks like Game 5 will start at 1:30. We will be taking a kind of long lunch break here because we're going to get some lunch and do paint scores, I believe. But at 1:30 we will be streaming the finals.
With hopefully Alex versus somebody. Not biased.
Unbiased commentary. Alex for the win. Let's go.
Yep.
And we will be posting pictures of our paint winners as well as just general pictures from the event. We've had the pit garage taking pictures basically the entire time. We were going to get those up on stream, but due to some time limitations, we did not really get that.
Yeah.
We will be posting those up somewhere, maybe Instagram, maybe the website, definitely Twitter. So keep an eye out for that. Follow us on all the things. We will be getting those out as soon as possible.
Yeah. And if anybody wants to check rewatch these games, see key moments, or if there's games you missed, you can always check them out. The VODs on YouTube. They are pretty much up shortly, maybe a day or two after we're done here. Done on Twitch. Like I think they go on YouTube. So. Our lovely TO Matt Taylor letting us know we have 90 minutes left in this round, or 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, so OBR down in the bottom left here, wrapping up this unit of Gorgonjas with these Mortek guards. Likely to kill maybe one of them, maybe two of them.
That's a lot of attacks coming in. Slambo.
But more likely just kind of trying to tie them up, make sure that they can't go back and contest any of those objectives.
If anybody's wondering why we're saying Slambo, it's a gimmick that was started by the San Antonio crew. Whenever something cool happens, somebody yells Slambo, and then we all respond Slambo. Matt Taylor, our TO, implemented that whenever something gets eaten by the purple sun, the person who controlling the purple sun has to yell Slambo, otherwise the model stays on the table. You said 16 extra?
16 extra attacks from the Natterite weapon. I'm not surprised. He has, 20 more tech guard?
Yeah.
They're all rolling 2 attacks. They're all re-rolling to hit if he has the proper buffs on them. So honestly, I'm not really surprised.
Isn't it a great feeling when you roll 20 attacks and get 30 hits? Did he just say 33 more dice? What is going on over there? This is madness. And Marco pulling all those poor boys off the table.
The comment was, I'm going to try to make Slambo a thing in Cleveland. The Slambo guys would be overjoyed.
Yeah, no joke.
If you somehow made Slambo a thing in Cleveland. If you do, take a video and send it to Dan Norris. Like, tweet it to Dan Norris and to Weird Knobs. And we would be overjoyed if you made that a thing.
Even if it's just like 2 of y'all.
Slambo.
Dan Norris rolling dice and not managed to hit a 4x6 table, having it go off the stage underneath another player's table.
Yeah, it looks like you were right. And with all those extra hits he got, if you'll notice, Jeff, there's no Gorgrunters there.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a Gorgrunter shaped hole.
Distinct lack of Gorgrunters.
I mean, that's the level of micro you'd see in StarCraft 2 when making a concave for an assault.
Lewis, I have requested a WOG. We'll see if we get it.
The next unit of Mortec Guard going in. I'm not gonna lie, I do appreciate Marco for playing this out.
Yeah, 100%. And honestly, playing it out. I don't know how they're scoring this tournament. I don't know what kind of differential it's on, but even just for him personally. Well, if I was in a situation for me personally, even just playing it out, getting that experience, seeing how many points I could squeeze out in this kind of desperate situation would be useful to me.
Yeah, it's a good learning experience. I just hope that Marco's playing it out because he wants to play it out and not because he's on stream. I'd hate to force a player into that situation.
I would honestly hate to force a player to play on stream if they did not want to.
Yeah. At least continue to play their game. Well, we wouldn't force anybody to play if they didn't want to. They agreed. Just so you know, every player has agreed to play on stream so far this weekend. I hope the finals are going to agree to play on stage. That would suck. After we've been plugging that so hard.
Yes, we do ask everyone beforehand. We make sure everyone is okay with streaming. And we actually have had a couple of people at this event say, no, I don't really want to be on stream. And that's totally fine. Mm-hmm. It's a hobby. You can play the hobby however you want. We would love for everyone to be on stream, but if you're not comfortable with it, that's also totally fine.
And if our undefeateds don't want to be on stream, well, then we're going to have to figure out something else fun for you to play.
The finalists do have to be on. We are forcing them.
Oh, we are forcing them to be on stream? Okay, good. Okay, I was just wondering, be like...
It's equality for all except them.
Okay. Well, that's fine. They are on the finals. Much like, if you ever do play the tournament at Waco, you end up on the top tables, we make you play by the front windows where the sun is bearing down.
It's so hot.
Yeah, it's like 105
it's really
degrees.
Nice in the winter, though. It's nice and warm.
Oh, but in the summertime, no, you're sweating through that game. That's why I have a USA sweatband I wear to Tom Wonka's
I wouldn't
events.
know what that's like. I've never played at that table.
I played at it once, and that was round 1 when I got paired up there.
Oh, nice.
I generally ask them to do like, hey, can you put me by the drink cooler or in the very back?
You know, Jeff, it's my firm belief that bottoms have more fun.
Yeah, bottom brackets do have more fun. You don't have the pressure of having to be on top, making sure that you're playing at your peak game. You can just enjoy yourself and sit back.
I believe it's like $10. It's not that much. And honestly, it's one of those things like, if you want to play and you really don't have $10, but you can't get there with an army, just show up. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody will, because the money just goes into prize support.
Yeah, money just goes into prize support. So
Yeah, it's usually Wonka's gift cards.
yeah, Matt might pay your extra $10. He's just gonna get it back anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Might as well just give Matt the $10 anyway. I have 0 Wonka's fun bucks from tournaments.
So, same. That had a lot of fun.
I just for one day I would like to at least get 1 paint vote.
I got my first paint vote the other day.
Nice.
With my first painted army. Yeah. Doug gave it to me. Yeah, I framed it.
Dude, that's awesome.
Matt let me keep my little paint token. He's like, you know what, Steven? You can keep that one. When he was collecting, I was like, you can keep that one. I'm like, thanks, Matt.
I've gotten 2 paint votes before, and it was when it was the charity team event we were doing, and I think Napic was running it, so that dates it. And it was my Slaves of Darkness army. Like, oh, you never see slaves on the table. Let's go ahead and give this guy a paint vote. Yeah, hey, I'll take that pity vote. I loved it.
All right, bottom of 3, Ben going up to 13 points. Marco is going with Slay the Warlord, which I believe...
Not a.
It's actually that Bone Shaper is the general. Interesting.
Ooh. I don't think Marco's at 13.
Marco's not at 13. I apologize. I was curious. I was like, wow, how did Ben score 7 points? Yeah, so we're probably just going to hang out with you guys for a bit while this game is finishing up here, seeing how many points Marco can deny Ben. Once again, good on Marco for actually playing this out. He is a wonderful person to play
He
against.
is.
I've played against him a couple of times, and it's always an enjoyable experience. He has destroyed me every time.
Oh,
but it's kind of like
100%.
Matt.
Yeah.
Good game. So if y'all have any other games you want updates on, or you have any questions for us about... not even just the event, about anything. We're here for you. About anything, let us know, and like we'll chat, and we'll hang out, we'll get some updates, we'll do the things.
Steven, I think we may need to speak to the other lower tier painters at Wonka's.
Yeah.
And come to and make a coalition where we vote for each other and pass around the paint bucks.
That would be qualified as cheating.
I believe the term is cooperation.
That would be qualified as depriving Alex of his birthright.
Him and Mac can do it.
Can I get some feedback on some of my work? Yeah, man, link it in the chat. I'm always down to look at actual good painters. I have to look at my own stuff all the time, so it's really nice when I get to look at somebody who's actually
honestly,
good.
anybody who I like looking at, even people who are our quality of painters, because we can always find good things in there.
Yeah.
And things that they did well, and give them that positive reinforcement they need, especially as new painters.
Oh man, got that Instagram link.
Oh, he put up the Insta? Yeah, we're screwed.
Oh no, I don't have Instagram on this computer. You got any
Ingers or
you got any actual picture links? This is a different laptop than my usual, and I'm not signed in.
You could tweet them at us at Weird Knobs.
That would be great, actually, because I would love to see them. Let's see. Marco just realized Ben's plan to block his general with endless spells and is trying to unbind them.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Ben once again using those endless spells for not just their effects, but also because they have really big bases.
Yeah. The footprint on endless spells is pretty massive, and you really need to think about them, especially since they move at the end of each player's hero phase and not just one person's. So.
I see you trying to get the Discord link, Fluke. We're still getting that set up, but there is a link on the website to the Discord,
Which is going to be at weirdknobs.com.
Yeah, I put a link in chat for
Oh.
the people. Speaking of painting, does anyone have tips for the Stormcast shields? I keep having to repaint them. Dude, I paint my Stormcast shields, and it takes longer than the rest of the model combined.
Yeah.
I haven't found a way to actually to get them really crispy, unless you take your time and you're very, very slow.
Yeah, shields are really difficult. One thing you may want to consider doing is looking at if you could still find it. I don't know if GW still has it on their YouTube channel, but the Archeon painting tutorial is like an 1.5-hour video, but just skip around to find the part where Duncan's working on the shield. That may be good. That's a good one. Or just look up Duncan Rhodes on YouTube. He's a great painter who does tutorials and stuff like that. That's who I was following when I was working on some of my stuff.
Look at this. Look at this. This is the guy that's asking for feedback. Do my clouds read as clouds? Yes, they really do. That is beautiful, man.
I am not a fan.
What?
It's too good.
It's too good.
It's too good. He cheated somehow.
No, that looks.
No,
great,
they do
man.
look amazing.
I do enjoy how even your photo asking for feedback is the photo itself is also artistic. I'm actually a big fan. That's cool.
Let me see that again.
He's casually like, hey, do my clouds read as clouds? Also, doesn't even mention the
Storm Drake in the back.
The Storm Drake in the background.
With the lighting on the
Yeah.
waist. Yeah, that's a casual flex if I've ever seen one.
I don't have any feedback for you because, like someone else has said, that's 10 times better than anything I'll ever paint.
Yeah.
My feedback is I really enjoyed looking at beautiful models just like that. And my day has improved by a measurable amount now that I've seen it. Thank you.
My feedback for you would be take it to like a crystal brush or a golden demon competition, and then really go there, because that's the kind of quality stuff you'd see there, and see how because those type of people who judge those type of things, they'll give you like the good quality feedback you need to improve as a painter, if that's something you're really looking for.
Space didn't have multiple elements. Oh my god. I mean, it was flat and it only had a beautifully painted cloud scene on it. Yeah, so it looks like we're still in the bottom of 3 here in our actual game that we're streaming. Marco's still trying to get Slay the Warlord, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
I have asked for the WOG. Most of our players are deep in thought right now. So
Yeah. Like I said, the energy level is a little bit lower in here today, but that's to be expected after three-hour games of hard play.
Not only was there 10.5 hours of games yesterday. Oh. It looks like Marco did not get the general.
Nope. The fist bump.
But yeah, after 10 and a half hours of games yesterday, and also just it's day 2, it's the final rounds. People are looking and seeing where they're going to slot in the overall rankings.
That was 12 hours of games yesterday. Wasn't it? No, yeah, 10 and a half. Okay, yeah,
so
sorry.
People are kind of looking where they're going to slot in, and this is where they're kind of getting serious. They're thinking, if I play this game a little better, I can bump up, 2-3 spots in the overall ranking. So everyone's getting kind of serious.
Yeah. I believe these are also going to get sent over to...
And there's the actual official handshake, everyone. Looks like the players are going to talk it out after this. Marco just trying to squeeze out a few points, kill the Warlord. It was a really rough game for him, having to lose those 2 units of brutes. I think he, overall, with what happened with losing those 2 units of brutes, I think he played the game really well.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he did what he needed to do. If he would have had those 2 units of brutes, it would have been a different game.
That's the thing. The battleshock test that he just completely got annihilated on. Those were the big things for him, Marco. And there wasn't anything he could do about it other than roll his dice better.
And it's kind of like the Nurgle game we had on game 2 yesterday. OBR played a nearly perfect game.
Yep.
They executed their combo. It worked extremely well.
Yeah, extremely.
They slowly grinded up the board with more tech guard and shot stuff with catapults, which is the exact thing that he wanted to do.
And Marco did what he needed to do, tying up those catapults, trying to mitigate as much damage as they can, not able to and then, like I said, that second volley into that 10-man unit brutes killed 5 on the rolls. And then Marco rolled a 5 on his battle shock. If he would have rolled a 1, he would have only lost 1 model, and that would have left 4 more brutes to just march up the table and engage and put in the work that they needed to.
Yep.
But he couldn't, so it's kind of just how the game went.
All right, everyone, this is your last call for updates on other games or any burning questions that you have. We are likely going to be taking a break here. We're probably going to be, as staff, we're probably going to be helping with paint judging. Or not, we're not judging paint.
No.
I don't want to scare anybody. Me and Jeff are not judging paint.
Oh, I will judge it silently.
Setup and stuff. So this is your last call for updates and any deep burning questions you have for us. Can y'all give me tips on paints?
Like paints, like the brand of paints or what?
Update on the top 2 tables, please. Mr. Pitgrot. Sir. Can I get updates on Tom versus...
his opponent?
Can I get Alex versus his... hold on 1 second. Can I get Tom versus an update on Tom versus Andrew and an update on Alex versus James, please? Mr. Pitgrot.
He's going to go check on that for us. Was that a question about like what paints you want to buy, or just painting?
He sent. I think he sent his models over in the Discord. You're probably going to get much better advice on the Discord than you are from me and Jeff.
Yeah, you may not get it for another day or 2 because pretty much most of the heavy painters are here. What channel did he post them in? I can take a look.
You're painting Stormcast, right, Lewis? The way I paint my Stormcast is a little different, so... Mr. Pitgrot, what is our updates?
So, Tom is 11 and Alex has 8, and they're going into the top round.
Are they both winning? All right, so it looks like we have Tom at 11 at 11. Hold on 1 second.
We've been running our poor Pitgrot ragged.
Yeah, I mean, is that not what you're supposed to do? Don't you just get a new one when your Pitgrot breaks?
Where did Lewis post his model? Where did Lewis post his models? Okay. There we go. I see him.
Tom and these guys, and then Alex and Andrew. Yeah, Tom and Andrew and Alex.
Tom is 11 and Andrew's 8 going into 3. And then we'll see Alex.
11, 8, top of 3. All right, so it looks like Tom has 11, Andrew has 8 points. We're going into top of 3. Andrew really kind of coming back in that game from the update a second ago. Not 100% sure what's going on, but looking over at the table, I do see a lot less big staffers on the table.
Yeah, there's a lot in the tray.
So who knows?
And Lewis, looking at this, looking at some of Lewis's pictures. So the first thing that jumps out is it looks like
I like your colors. Though.
Yeah, I like the colors. The color
blue
scheme
on
a
those
lot.
spheres.
It's great contrasting from the armor. Are you thinning down your paints? It looks like some of it might be a little thick. So one of the things you want to kind of make sure you're doing is you're thinning down your paints on your palette using, I just use paint on palette and then a little bit of water, making sure it's about just a little bit, just, you know, 2 thin coats. That's the way to go. 2 thin coats.
I don't know if you can say that. I think that's trademark.
Is that trademark? God, I hope it's not. Okay. Then the St. Duncan Rhodes method of painting. Just look that up, and you'll be good. But no,
you can say that 3 minus 1 thin coats.
Yes, 3 minus 1 thin coats. But no, really, the main thing striking is I love the contrasting color of the blue on the weapons to the armor.
Reminds me of Custodes.
Yeah,
The red and gold with the blue weapons. That's dope.
reminds me of like Custodes. Maybe why I like it. Yeah, and that's the thing is like once you start adding washes to this and like so like the super thin like GW makes, they call them shades. You can also get like washes from other brands.
They're super thin now.
Yeah. Go ahead and get some of those and just like you start working those thin paints into the recesses and it'll kind of pop out some of the other color stuff.
All right, we're getting our updates on the Alex game. I'm going to wait with bated breath. Our pick rod is typing right now.
Right now.
So we shall see. Oh, he stopped typing. There's a concerned look on his face. I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
The Alex game was Ideneth Deepkin, his single turtle list, not the double turtle list that he was running, versus the Blight Kings list that we had yesterday's second round.
Yeah.
So it looks like James 13, Alex 11, top of 4.
It's going to be James' game. Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be a James game.
Top of 4. Is it who's at top of 4? James top of 4. All right. Well, that's the update on all the games.
The pick rod thinks Alex has a chance.
They have a shade. It's Earth Shade, I think. You should probably put on a little bit thicker coat of that Earth Shade then. Honestly, ask again in the Discord and see if you can get some feedback. But I think we are going to go and take a break. We're going to help out with paint. We're going to get some food. We're going to be back at 1:30 for the finale.
Yes, it's going to be great. See y'all then.
All right, everybody. Yeah, we hope to see y'all then.
Yeah.
That's going to be the finale. Give me 1 second here. Jeff, can you talk just for like another 2 minutes? Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I can talk for another 2 minutes about things. Oh, do the spiel. Hang on. Let me pull up my script that Eli wrote because I'm not allowed to say things myself because they're allowed.
You can't say that.
Oh, I can't say I have a script and I'm not allowed to say things on my own? But basically, we appreciate all y'all supporting us at the stream. We're at the Texas Masters in Waco. We're doing this for the community because we love them. And really, we couldn't do this without y'all. If you guys want to follow us on Twitter, at Weird Knobs, follow us here if you're not already. We hope you are. We put our VODs up on YouTube, Weird Knobs. It's like a branding thing. WeirdKnobs.com. You can find the new player supplements there. Or not supplements. Supplements, tools, whatever. You can find stuff there. We occasionally post articles. Link to our Discord is going to be at the bottom of the homepage there, where you can join us in there, talk tactics, ask rules questions, get feedback on painting, things like that. Really, yeah, no, it's been great doing this. I'm having a good time. I believe Steven's having a good time. I know our players are having a great time looking around. All smiles, pretty much.
Yep. All right, everybody. We're going to take a break. I really hope you come back and visit us for the finale.
Yep. See y'all later.
Bye.